Hola chicas, this video es para mis estudiantes en español 1 y 2. If you're my middle school kiddos, hasta luego, ciao. I'll see you another time, okay? So, I don't know if you guys remember, but I once said that there are 3 different types of verbs, right? So we already have gone over the AR verbs. But there's also different types. We have 2 others. We have ER and IR. Alright, these, whenever I say something like this, it just means the verb ends in AR, ER, or IR. Alright? All verbs will either end with that, and if they have something, for example, with levantarse, that just means that it's a special kind of verb, but it still has levantar, which is AR. So you conjugate it as the AR. Alright? So we've already focused on AR verbs, right? So hoy, we're only focusing on ER and IR. Okay? Why do I clump these in together, you may ask? It's because they are very similar when you conjugate them. Alright, so I'm gonna write ER over here. Are, and then I'm gonna go do, 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 and then I will do E, are. Alright? So remember, when we have conjugation, we have our different forms. We have our yo form, yo, to. Also, make sure you guys write this down. I'm hoping that I'll see at least this chart on your notes, okay? To, and then L, ella, right? L, ella, then we have nosotros, vosotros, and then we have ellos and ellas. Okay? And again on this side, I'll write that again as well when we go through it. So for ER, the great thing is, for the yo form, on all 3 verbs, you have the ending is O. Okay? For to, you have es. Ella, e. Actually, I think I'm going to write these out in a different color for you guys. Alright, so again, for yo, we have O. To, we have es. Ella, we have e. Nosotros, for ER, we have hemos. For ER and vosotros, we have ice. And then for ellos and ellas, for both ER and IR, we have N. Okay? So let's go over to ER. So again, we have our normal yo, to, L, ella, nosotros, vosotros, and then ellos and ellas, right? Okay, and remember, for el, ella, usted is also down there with them, okay? So, let's see if you guys can catch on. So if I have yo, right, again, O. For to, it's es. For ella, it's e. For nosotros, it's hemos. For vosotros, it's ice. And for ellos and ellas, it's N. So I'll give you a chance to look at this really fast. I'm going to walk away. You'll still hear my voice and you're still able to see. I'll give you a chance to look at that and to tell me, what do you see that is common with these? Do, 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 ER and IR. So 9 times, well, really 8 times out of 10, because we have nosotros. So 8 times out of 10, it'll be the same. So let's do some examples together. And also these examples I'm hoping to see on your notes, okay? And I'm going to do many different words. No worries. The 2 most common words that you use with these that are always regular, that if you see like in the conjugation book or like in a textbook, they'll always use these 2 words as examples. All right. So first we have comer. Okay, y vivir. Comer is to eat, and vivir is to live. Right. So I'll write that down for you. To eat. And then to live. Alrighty. So let's start doing our quick conjugations. I say quick. So first we have our yo form. So yo will be como. Okay. So I don't say I eat, yo como. If I want to say I live, it will be yo vivo. If I want to say you eat, so tú comes. Okay. You live, tú vives. If I want to say ella o usted, I'm just going to put ella for now. Ella come. She eats. Ella vive. She lives. Now if I want to say we eat, I'll say nosotros comemos. But if I want to say we live, it'll be nosotros vivimos. Alrighty, and then lastly, if I want to say they eat, I'll say ellas comen. If I want to say they live, ellas viven. Alright, so you see these are very similar, except for the nosotros forms, because we have an ER verb, so we start the nosotros form with an E. So we have an IR verb, vivir, we would start it with an I. Alrighty, so here are the simple ones, the simple conjugations, and we will continue with some practice next time.